Hi, welcome back to Susan's Kitchen Corner. On this episode, we're going to be making clam chowder, and we're using the salmon stock I made. And here's what's left of the salmon stock. I like to use, put the salmon stock in the container, freeze it, pop it out of the container, and then put it in a plastic bag, and then put it back in the freezer, and then it lasts, so I can just go in there and get it whenever I need. So I have the other half of it already cooking. Let me put that aside because it needs to stay in the freezer. So here we have the salmon stock, and it smells delicious. So we have meows in the background. So what we're going to need is, along with the salmon stock, this is about 6 cups. We're going to need 2 good sized potatoes, diced like that. See, just diced. We're going to need 3 tablespoons of butter. We're going to need about 4 garlic cloves, half an onion, some tea, some clam juice, any particular brand. My husband didn't want me cooking clams, so I'm not going to be cooking clams. So we're going to be cooking clams from live clams. It's like cooking lobster. So here's the clams we're going to be using. Again, you can use any brand. 4 really skimpy celery sticks. Got a skimpy celery. Extra pan for melting the butter and sauteing the onion and garlic. So let's get this party started. What we're going to do is we're going to put this on medium low. It's pretty hot already. We're going to put our potatoes and meows right into the sauce. Not the sauce, the stock. And we're going to meow some more. Yeah, I know. What we're going to do is we're going to take the potato, that's other potato, we're going to dice it up. We're going to dice it into medallions like this. So just dice them all the way across. And what we're using is we're utilizing the starch in the potato to thicken up the soup. And I got my handy dandy knife that is not the right one. There we go. Here we go. Now we have a knife. So let's cut that up. Add it in. Now, if you want, you can take some of the potato out and reserve it for another meal, or you can. I'm going to leave a little bit in and leave a little bit out because, you know, this is not potato soup. I'm just using it for the starch. But it's still good to have it in there. Let's put that up. Oh, and we're going to need a few tablespoons of flour. And let's mince we got our, now we can use our handy dandy knife that has ruffles and ridges. This is the kind of knife that you see in the commercials where it slices, it dices, it never gets dull, and they do get dull. And I was gifted this one, and all I use it for is cutting onions and tomatoes. That's it. But for chopping, it's not good. So what we're going to do here with the onion is make it real fine. We're going to put got a pan here. We're going to put the butter. Now, to make the butter melt faster, you chop it up into small pieces, put it in. That way it will, oh, there's a piece of foil right there. We don't want that in there. Just dice it up, plop them in, turn it on low. And we're going to be sauteing the garlic and the onion in there. So let's get that on low. And watch it so it doesn't burn, because butter burns fast. So and the thing is with the onions, chop them up any which way you want. They don't have to be, it's like, I got them kind of chopped up like this. So it's all gonna be cooked down, so just put that, let's wait till the butter actually thaws out. Take your garlic and chop that. And if you want, you know, if that's, you can either do it this way, like that, or you can use a, every once in a while, I have it right here, wow, a nutmeg grater. That works just fine. Put it right over the pan and grate it back and forth. Does the same thing, it just changes it makes it smaller. Of course, a lot smaller. Okay, let's get the rest of these garlics chopped up. It's interesting that I was watching something on the internet about how home cooking is a lost art, and that was in, I believe it was either Slate or Huffington Post, and it's like it shows this elderly lady, and she's you know, shopping, simple cooking, and it's like a lot of people, they want it now, and they want that restaurant style cooking, and the restaurant style cooking is not where it's at, but the restaurant style cooking is what people like because it's entertaining. And when you cook, entertainment isn't part of home cooking, because you're cooking to make things last, stretch out, save money. So our butter is completely melted, and I think you know what melted butter looks like. So we're going to turn that off for now, just to cool it down a little bit, because you know we don't want to melt the butter, because butter does have a tendency to burn fast. So we're going to slide that right in. So we're putting the onions and the garlic right into the butter. And let me mention again, this is a very rich and very bad soup, but oh, it's so good. So I don't have this all the time. Actually, this is clam chowder for me, making it, this is the first time I've ever made it from scratch. Because I used to, long time ago, I used to like going and having clam chowder. But that's like when I didn't have it anymore, and I cried. No, I didn't cry. It used to be a favorite of mine as a kid. So let's turn that back on. And let's put a medium. We're going to saute this. Let's check our... so we're going to cook these until they are al dente, soft but not over soft. Let's try one right now. When you bite through them, they don't have the... oh my god. It's not even done. Oh, I'm gonna have another one. Usually they don't eat on camera, but I am gonna eat on camera. Oh, I just lost one. Oh my god. This is gonna be so good. I'm having a moment with I'm having a private moment with my clam chowder right now. It's like, I mean, not even clam chowder. I could actually just eat it like this right now. Okay. And my eyes are burning. So let's turn that off. Completely off. We're going to get some flour. I have a large bag of flour. Actually, I've had larger. And look, I have my tablespoon where I can find it. Everything's where I can find it. Wow. So we're going to add 2 tablespoons of flour to that. And mix it around until all absorbs. Now I didn't saute the onions very much because they will cook in the soup. And so we're going to add another tablespoon of flour. Let's add 2 more. That should be enough. Okay, let me show you what that looks like, because you know, if you're going, okay, I don't see it. Let me get my extra handy hook here. I brought this over just for this purpose, so you can see inside. So I have already put 2 tablespoons of flour in here, incorporated it. Put another 2 tablespoons of flour. See how it is when I incorporate that. So basically, we're soaking up all the butter. Okay, so there we go. That was easy. And let's not forget the celery. That's going to go in the that's going to go in here when this is incorporated. So we're going to bring our soup back. Yeah, we're going to try another. Oh yes, I could try this all day. What is that? That is a piece of onion skin. They're done. They're not crunchy, but they're usually what you can do is you can take a toothpick and stick it in, and it'll go in really nice, and it won't crunch when it goes in, but it'll just go in. And so that's kind of like, it's not crunchy, it's not soft, really soft, but that's where you want it. So my timer is getting down, so I'll be right back.